been before.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Garage Night. We've got we got to go fast because we're about to go down to the Full Buddy Friday at Mazatlan. They are been a sponsor for a while, but Andy really stepped up his game with the supporting. So happy for that. We might sound a little different because we're actually in my living room because I am. It's dying. It's like 90 something, 93, probably 95 in the podcast room. So we went in the AC of the house. So the acoustics and microphones might sound a little different than typical. But hey, that's what you're just rolling with the punches. We've got Garage Night brought to you by Cole Street Brewery. Shout out to Sean Mazatlan. Shout out to Andy, and then also Bordeaux Wine Bar also signed on for more of a sponsorship this week as well. So happy for that. That means there's some more money coming into the podcast, which then is going to create more opportunities for us to do cooler and cooler and cooler stuff. Videos, we're thinking about videos and stuff like that. Just, adult sites mostly. So
you pay for the memberships.
I think you're good. You could probably get closer. Sorry.
You told me to get away.
I did tell you to get away.
And you invited me to your shed to clothing optional.
All right, so we got, for Garage Night, we got Craig Bentley on the mic.
Buenos dias.
I don't know why you sound like you're in a can. You actually sound like is that's Spanish? It sounds like you're saying that from like the Puerto Vallarta right now.
Buenos dias.
You're all the way down there. We also got Corey Bentley on the mic.
Why, hello.
You've been saying why hello a few times.
I'm consistent.
Or unoriginal.
Unlike Mr. Change Like the Weather over there.
That's Change Like the Weather, Craig. And then we've got an awesome guest this week. I was super excited to see him walk through my door.
So close.
There we go. And he's been on before. He is a Thanos soul gem, a soul stone I've taken in the past. He's also a Patreon. We've talked about him quite a bit. We shout his name out. He's bumped up his Patreon from $5 a month to $10 a month just so that he could single-handedly make fantasy football podcasts happen.
It was immediately right after I heard that. I was like, damn it, Travis got me.
Jared Skelley with the best microphone of us all. Well, that's what we do here. He sounds amazing. While Craig sounds like he's like in someone's back of someone's car, like in a trunk, and Corey sounds
smooth,
decent. But go ahead, can we hear Jared's voice again?
Corey's voice is also nice.
It sounds so good.
We're just gonna go deep with the voices
we sound
too.
So good. Wow. Yeah. I could
like
just. You want to sing? You want to read us a book? I got some children's books you can read us.
Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
If you got it, I'll read it. Let's do it.
That's all we're doing. Lots to go through. We got some fantasy football topics actually already. The Chicago Cubs sold away their entire team. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if you guys are following baseball.
Rizzo, gone. And then we also have to I want to touch base on Lee Sinkovich Sinkovich the Russian. Sinkovic that.
Don't worry, he won't hear this.
I wonder if he even listened to.
Probably not.
He didn't. No. I don't think so because I texted him at like 6:04, like great episode, or nice appearance, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" He has amnesia already.
That's funny. All right, so let's start it off first. We don't really have to talk about the Cubs that much, but it's just sad that the Mariners can't do as much. I want to shout this guy out. I don't know if you guys are on Twitter. But I've been following it. I don't know if Jared's seen this or Craig's seen this. But they have how do you say Scott's the manager for the Mariners? What's his last name? Service? Okay, spelled weird. But someone made a parody account. He's at best manager 1967. And so he will tweet all sorts of funny things, but it's as if he goes, I see the Dodgers have traded for Scherzer and Turner to match our recent acquisitions of Tyler Anderson and Abraham Toro. Game on. Another one said, Jerry, please make a trade. There's a giant mob of people with pitchforks outside of my house. Another one was, currently researching how to clone myself. Would love to have one of me as a backup in case I get thrown out of the game again. These are hilarious. I'm enjoying them. I've informed the clubhouse that everything is fine now because Tyler Anderson is on the way. They all angrily stared at me, and then Jake Bowers hit me in the stomach with a beautiful 33-ounce maple baseball bat. But the last one I'm going to read because it's so good. Don't worry, folks. Us West Coast teams still have 3 hours before the 4 p.m. trade deadline. Lots of time for Jerry. I'm so stupid. Anyway, follow
Trey Turner one hurt more than anything because he got pulled out of the game when the Mariners were talking about a trade. So a lot of fans thought they were getting Trey Turner.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
He got pulled out because of COVID.
That was it.
Yeah.
Even worse. Even worse. Getting traded to
Mariners instead of the Dodgers that he ended up at.
Yeah,
that would be worse.
Yeah, that would be the worst. I don't know if he got the shot or not. Doesn't matter anymore. Carson Wentz said nothing about getting the shot. He said, "You know what? I'm not gonna. That's HIPAA. I'm not gonna comment on that." And then instead, he just got injured for an indefinite amount of time. Do you think that's going to hurt or help the Colts with the new people coming in?
He'll be fine. Not worried about it at all.
You're not worried at all?
Nope. Preseason? He doesn't need preseason.
Who has him right now on their team?
Nobody yet.
Not even picked up yet?
I'm still
I think Easton's available,
I'll still
too.
draft him. He's fine.
Are you going to draft them both? Ooh, this is good.
He just has to be there by the end of October.
Yeah. If I fly there and he's not playing, then I'll be a little upset.
Oh, yeah, you're going to that.
Yeah.
Are you going to that one, too?
Yeah, I'm going with him.
Is that your 40th birthday? You guys just keep spreading out that birthday that much?
No, we're actually not going for the game. We're flying in there. We're going to go to every city and get a massage together. So we're flying in just for that.
Most people go jump around. They hit all the baseball parks. You are just all the massage parlors.
Yep. Every city, at least one estate, I think. We might be able to drive and knock 2 out on the trip.
Oh, Jared, have you been to a massage parlor yet?
No,
Have you thought about it now after hearing that?
I got the insurance accepted like last year, and then I just never went. But now it's sparked another interest, so we'll probably have to try to do it.
Dude, you're massaging my ears with that voice right now. Oh, man. You sound so good.
Giving Seth Loop a run for his money.
Yeah.
You need to have them
inspired
both on,
me.
just talk to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Chills.
That's like a double massage.
Yeah.
Double ear massage.
Yeah.
What brought you back? I didn't say why are you back, but why are you back? What's?
Are you asking why he's here right now?
Yeah.
Why did you show
Why
up?
are you
I'm
here?
happy you're here.
Craig, I texted Craig. I forget even why. Oh, if he was going to the Mazatlan thing, because I didn't know if it was,
Yeah.
for everyone or just people that paid, like Patreons.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's still you got to pay for your own food,
I'm out.
but we're all getting together.
So he's like, "Oh, why don't you come on down and be my special surprise guest?"
That's good. I'm so happy. He said there's going to be a surprise guest, and after I edited Lee's softball's hard talk, which I edited today, so it'll be released soon. There was a point where, in fact, in the title I wrote 18 ruins everything, because it was when 18, spoiler alert, 18 kind of tattled on Lee when he got injured, and I was like, man, I bet you it's going to be 18, and
I
he's
did
going to
invite him tonight, though.
You what?
I did tell him.
For tonight? Okay, cool.
I saw him today.
But
Just smiling big.
I was
giggling.
10,000 times happier that Jared. That you're
You
here.
got a little twinkle in your eye. It might be the sun reflection.
I'm absolutely
No.
stoked. How did that feel when you walked in and I'm like, Jared? Yeah.
I was a little cautious.
Oh, okay.
I was a little cautious.
So I was half naked, getting ready to jump in
Yeah.
the shower and
Yep.
just kind of lure you in.
You asked us to leave.
Well, I'm glad because I walked into the shed or the garage and it was not set up, and I'm like, "Oh, it happened again."
We got him.
Fool me 8 times. Shame on me.
Zing!
Just wanted to hang out, guys.
Came all the way to Union Club.
You got signed off. You got signed out.
Yeah, exactly.
You got
It's not cheap. It's not cheap.
You
Weekend
waste
pass.
one of my days on this.
This and the draft. Other than that, I'm at home or at work.
yeah.
Good.
You guys know your guys' order for draft yet?
Yep.
We do.
When did that come out?
At the end of the season.
Oh, in the season last
Yeah.
season. Who's number
After
one?
The Asphalt.
Do you guys do the 12? Like 12 is going to be the first, and 11th is going to be the second. You guys do it that way, or do you guys do a random?
It depends
generated?
on the playoffs and then the Ass Bowl. Like the winner of the Ass Bowl, the person that doesn't take last place, wins the first pick.
Oh, so does anyone tank just so they can?
No, because they don't want to
You
be.
don't wanna
You
lose
don't
the
want to be
ass.
the ass.
Why
You don't do the ass. Get
There's
your
a lot of
name.
penalties for being on that trophy.
So
Side-
the only benefit is
To win, you get the number 1 pick in that.
if you win it, you get the
Yeah.
number 1
Yeah.
pick.
and the ass ends up with the 2 pick.
Even worse. It's just the luck.
It's
just
more
kinda-
penalties.
That's
Yeah.
the whole point.
Yeah,
I like it.
which isn't me.
Penalties are what's what makes games fun.
It's somebody else. It's somebody else in this room.
Is it Craig? Craig.
Yes, I have the second overall pick.
I have the first overall pick.
Who are you guys eyeing?
I'll probably take McCaffrey.
I don't want to tell people, but maybe Mike Davis.
It's not bad. It's not a bad option.
And at number 2,
Big surprise.
at number 2 overall, sleeper pick.
Yes.
That's way too late for him.
Yeah, why don't you just take Mike Davis just for fun?
Undercut him.
You don't care about McCaffrey. You're just
If the rest of the league pays for my league fee, I would consider it.
I don't think you would.
yeah. So can we talk about carry? This is our carry part of the episode.
If you want.
Okay. This is my
You're
funeral.
driving the bus.
Okay. So Carrie last week, we were all standing outside of Cole Street. Was that last week, right? Or was that the no? I was in Vegas last time. Yeah, so it was
so
the
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and we're outside of Cole Street. And Carrie, the joke is that she doesn't like me. Well, she hates me. Okay, so the non-joke is that she doesn't like me. So that's not a joke. She doesn't like me. I ignore her. But then it's like that. She got to a point where she looked me dead in the eyes. No one else is kind of like paying attention. And she just stared into my soul and she said, I actually legit really hate you. And my reaction, because I thought I was like, yeah, I know you don't like me. But then she's not playing to a crowd right now. She's not making laughs. And she dead in the soul. I legit really hate you. And it just, I haven't had that much
I
whatever.
haven't slept in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So, and she saw it. She saw my face go pale white. Puppy dog eyes start to, my lips quivering.
Did she smile?
She not only smiled, no, she said, I'm so sorry. I know I was taking it too far. I'm so sorry, Travis. I like you. I like you. And so then she was all about the hugs. For someone that doesn't like to touch anyone, I'm telling you guys, I may owe Craig a golf pass.
You heard it here first, Craig.
Yes.
Owes you a golf pass.
I mean, just like Santa Claus came to town, just asking for toys over here.
Does Carrie know you have that picture?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that's gonna go on my home screen soon. In fact, if you guys, I don't know if you guys can choose the logo for Craig's.
Already done.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe next year.
Might be part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig has to lose again.
Just
That won't happen.
have his wife just sitting in my lap with a picture.
I mean, it's kind of the same.
It is kind of the same. His picture this year would be kind of the same.
What is it?
Jared named his team this year.
What was it called?
I don't care.
Nothing offends Craig over here. At some point,
We
will come
dug
in here
deep, and it
shoot
wasn't.
us.
It was. I think it was Thornton's idea.
Yeah, you texted me. You're like, "What do you think of this?"
Yeah,
And I just started laughing.
It's so much power, so much responsibility, and I can only probably do this once. But it's what is it, Brett? It's the
backstory-
one that got away.
Backstory is Craig went on a date years and years ago with Brenda before Carrie.
Which Brenda is the twin sister of Carrie.
Yeah. And so it's a picture of Brenda, and it says Brenda, the one who got away.
The one who got away.
Wow.
And
That's
that's
his name.
every time he logs on, every time anybody else sees it, it's just a picture of Brenda, who's nice, who's great, but that's just hilarious.
That would be a good one to play off of, to where the recent one that got away, and then it's just a picture of me and your wife.
Oh, the one that's leaving.
the one that's about to get away.
Until she sees you tonight and throw punches you.
She will throat punch me.
I'm surprised she quit kayfabe on that.
Yeah.
And broke kayfabe and just actually gave in and didn't keep it up the whole time.
Yeah, no. There was actually, it was like when the Grinch, when the heart grows 2 sizes. And you could tell, like, I was like, wow, there's hope for humanity at this point.
I think tonight she's going to ask you to delete that picture.
No, she's already seen me before. I don't know. I don't know if I want to tell this story, but you guys were, Brad and Craig were like neck deep like 3 days ago.
Just hanging out neck deep.
Just neck deep.
Just hanging out.
We're doing fast pitch now.
Fast pitch. They had their thing. I don't know why your microphone sucks so much, and I'm very sorry.
Fine.
I'm
It's
trying
on you.
I'm trying.
Oh, there you go. Get in
trying
there.
my best. Go ahead. One more time.
Can I just hold it?
Wow.
Wait. How's
sounds
that?
good.
How's that?
Hello.
Okay, that's better. Sorry that you're out of the trunk. You've made it to the back seat. So
Things happen in the back seat.
And he's there by himself.
So I walked Carrie from in the alleyway from Cole Street to the ski in like broad daylight. Like it was like 6:00 at 7 or 6:30 in the afternoon. And then one of my daughter's friends who works at the Rainier is out like throwing trash, and it's just me and Carrie walking along, and he kind of gave a look like, "What are you guys doing back here?" And so I immediately held her hand. No.
And then I would have immediately taken a picture and be like, blackmail, bitch.
Yeah, no, but yeah, later on that night, I'm like, oh, by the way, talked to Jamie, my wife, just the craziest story, just the craziest story, and then told on myself, and then I told my daughter too, and then they all laughed, but yeah, no, it was one of those like wrong place, wrong. It was just very awkward. It was just like nobody else.
Can you not walk in an alleyway with any other woman?
I think if he would have saw what happened 2 weeks ago of her on my lap, and then with a follow up of us walking down a alley together, there's going to be some rumors starting.
And she knew you were there in the alley with her?
Yeah,
Not like 10 feet behind?
I walked with,
Okay. That's a different look by the kid if he's like, lady, watch out.
I'm just
Run!
I'm just lurking. I'm like hiding behind a dumpster.
He's going to catch you.
Yeah. So, I gotta. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Just all ears.
Okay.
Focus.
I shared this story with Holland Tallback. I'm going to share it here as well. I got to shout out the D dealer, Leah Keller, the newest Full Buddy Cast listener, trying to get her to become a Patreon. We went to Vegas.
Oh, what's the biggest one?
The Vegas dealer, and took a picture. Very sweet, very nice, extremely. We've had a fun time. She was shooing away customers. They would go to other tables and gamble, so it wasn't like but we were having such a good vibe. Me, her, and my wife just like dealing, and I was tipping, and Jamie was winning and tipping, and so we were having such a good time. But when I was sharing this story, and I even took a picture of it, she's like, "Hey, why don't you come upstairs to the upstairs? Yeah, no, why don't you come upstairs to the upstairs bar?" And so we did at 3 a.m. Went up to the where the dealers are. There's other slot machines and all that. They're off work. Listen, it's like going to the deli at Safeway. Okay, it's the same thing. It's just on a separate level, escalator level. Anyway, then everyone and I take a picture. It's 3 a.m. I'm having fun, and then a few people are like, "Oh, what you guys doing down there in Vegas? You guys enjoying yourselves?" And I didn't like. To me, if that's where people's minds go, that I can't have an honest, good time in Vegas at 3 a.m. with a dealer from the D, that people are going to have their, I can't control people's imaginations. So
I'm happy for you.
I haven't seen Jamie. She doesn't live here anymore, right? You didn't bring her back. Traded her.
No, because she stayed in Vegas
Yeah.
with her.
But see, this, as I now reflect on that story and then the story about me and Carrie in the alley, I'm starting to see that perhaps I need to make some, I don't think about, I just kind of like roll and have fun, and how it could come across. So I think that's a good.
Are you were worried about that picture?
Well, someone said like, "Oh, what else happened?" And I'm like, "Come on,
This is my
guys."
favorite part of the podcast. You're going deep with Corey.
Going deep
It's
with Corey.
getting there.
Where Travis
moving.
has
Yeah.
concerns
Yeah.
of what people think.
Yeah, Corey, could you
Can Jared talk for me in his voice, though? I'll tell him what to
Write
say.
it down.
He should repeat everything you
Yes,
say.
he should.
so
Travis?
Travis.
no, Corey? Have you?
Just Corey.
Do you feel like there is something there? Is it that maybe I put myself in these positions because I'm missing something? That it's like, hey, I want people to think that I'm like the coolest guy in the world. I'm in the alley with Carrie Bentley, that type of thing. Do I want that?
You don't need to go deep with Corey. Everybody knows you want to be the coolest guy in the world.
All right, well, that's kind of deep with Craig.
Not so deep. Skin deep.
Craig's like, let's keep it in the shallow end. That's just a yes.
Save your money.
All right, well,
Corey,
come on,
please
come
have
on,
another answer.
jump in here, Corey.
I think if you're that concerned with what people say about pictures you post, then that's part of your own issue you got to get by. If that's what, why?
So you're saying
why are you
memes.
posting that picture?
Because
Because you had a good time.
Okay, so and here I had a great time with Leah. There was the last time I met, my mind is his name, but I took a picture of the same thing of a guy that I had met. We shared the cabana together, and I was like telling him about the podcast, and he was like, "Oh, sweet!" And I said, "Here, let me welcome you to the group." And so I took a picture of him there. That was in May, and now I'm back to Vegas in July. Here's another person I talked to about the podcast. Thought I'd do the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
So I don't know what you're worried about that people
Good.
say about it.
When you go back in October and take another picture, then every 3 months it's a new person. It's not going to be that big a deal.
Not a big deal.
Just make sure it's a big guy next time.
Yeah, I need to get like an ugly guy next time. That's what you're saying. My wife just walked in.
Do I need to pick up Kane?
He's right here. He's playing video games.
Okay.
Just stay out of the house. That's all I ask. Anyway, everything's
So you're
fine
worried
with me and my
about
wife.
pictures, not the way you talk.
But get out. From 8 to 6 is my house time. Then you get it from Casey Scott, one of our Patreons. She said this. I said, hey, she's okay with us sharing the name. Okay, I listened to Garage Night and was dying laughing at you getting walked in on twice by your older kids. We've never been caught, but in high school, my group of guy friends were always trying to sneak a peek or see if they could hear a sound under the door when me and my boyfriend would sneak off for some action. Pervs. And I did get caught with that same boyfriend when for some reason we thought it would be a great idea to shower together at his house, and then his mom came home. There's just no talking your way out of that one. I couldn't look her in the face for weeks. For weeks.
That would be weird.
Have you guys were you guys ever the pervs? Were you guys ever the guys that would be like, "Oh, so and so's getting it on. Let's go mess with them and laugh." Listen.
I don't think anybody that we
It's
hung out
such a
with
good
was, like,
prank.
doing that in the moment. It was afterwards they wanted to like give you shit or joke around about it.
Yeah. Well, there was
In my truck that one time, but I left.
Well, I was gonna say when you guys came over, and then there was the girl I was dating at the time, and I was in the shower, and
Oh
my
yeah,
girlfriend
when
at
me
the
and
time
Allison came
played it
over.
off. Yeah, played it off like
That was a long time ago.
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, he's not here, but we were all supposed to go together, so it seemed like I was
And we
late
heard-
for
we
like
heard-
5 minutes until they figured out I was just in the shower, and then they're like, oh,
Well, we knew we were in the shower. We could hear. We walked in and we started laughing.
yeah.
Then we left.
Let's see. There's someone that wanted to be kept anonymous on this one. Ooh, it's a long one, but it's a good story. Just
Carrie?
listen to Garage. Yeah, this is Carrie. I mean, this is anonymous. Just listen to the latest Garage Night episode, and boy, I've got a story about getting caught. Not by kids, but it's a good one to laugh about now. So 3 years ago, my ex convinced me that his cousin wouldn't mind if we hooked up in his trailer while we were in Vegas. This is not me or Jamie. I didn't feel right about it, but I went with it. It was after midnight, and about halfway through things, there's a banging on the door of the trailer, and someone yelled, "We know you're in there. Come out now." My ex said that to stay silent and maybe they would go away, so I scrambled around to get dressed. Then we hear, "This is the police. You have 5 seconds to come out with your hands up or the dogs are coming in," and they are amped up. At that point, we exited the trailer. We were forced on the ground and handcuffed, and those police dogs were freaking out, ready to attack. My ex tried to explain that it's his cousin's trailer and that he used to live in it. I ended up face to face with a garage door. They patted us down, and I actually had my underwear stuffed in my pocket. The cops were checking pockets and pulled them out.
Are these extra? No, they're not.
He smirked and said, "Oh, that's what this was," and tucked them back in my pocket. My ex ended up having a warrant for his arrest and ended up going to jail, but he made sure the cops knew that I had no part in the situation. The cops realized that this was traumatizing for me because I've never been in trouble with cops before, and I was crying, so they uncuffed me and had me sit in my car until they got a hold of my ex's cousin who didn't press any charges. Then I got a lecture from the cop about how I'm a good girl that got sucked into the world of a bad boy and how I need to be careful. And I haven't been trespassed since. Yeah, so...
Yeah, that's way better than anything I got.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we got some...
That would, like, my heart would have been racing as soon as that door started going.
Well, it's just the dogs. The idea of the dogs, that would be
Just
that'd be
amped.
awful.
The idea of the dogs and you didn't get your clothes on quick enough? Horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah.
These stories just keep getting better and better. So if you guys got anybody else listening out there has a good story of catching someone or being caught, we need it. We want it. We're not going to pay for it, but just share it.
Yeah. It could be anonymous, see?
That one was anonymous. Yeah. And that, yeah. So, but thank you, Carrie, for sharing that one.
I thought I heard that story before.
Yeah. I think it was told at I think...
It's every family reunion we go to.
Yes.
Have you got some kids? You been caught by your kids yet?
No, the oldest is like almost 6.
Yeah, you just pretend that you're a tickle monster.
He popped in our room last night, and I don't even know when or whatever. So it
can happen.
It can.
There's potential.
Comes in at like 3 a.m. Who knows? But we're all sleeping. Yeah, for the most part, everyone. No, nothing happens. Nothing gets caught so far. As they get older, I worry about it. I heard your guys' story. I'm like, just to have those conversations.
Yeah, there he is, right there.
Set some money aside for like therapy or whatever you need.
Super therapy. Kate,
I think I've caught you twice, actually.
Oh, I know one. What's
Well, I'll tell it.
Go ahead.
I'll
You
tell
have
it,
freedom.
and then he can cut it.
Well, we don't have much time, so this might go in.
We were driving somewhere. We ended up behind you, following you. And
Uh-huh.
we knew there was 2 people in the car, but we only saw one person in the car that was driving.
Swerving.
Yeah. And we're like,
You need to be more specific.
and we were like, I wonder where the other person went to.
Oh no!
It was in your Skylark.
Kane earmuffs.
You need to be more specific. In the Skylark, so that's a time.
He doesn't need earmuffs. He needs to start taking notes.
Kane more earmuffs.
I don't remember that one. Is it?
We were going up to Gage's or something, I think, and it was on the way up there. And then all of a sudden we got up there, and then she popped out of the car with you. Well, there wasn't a head when you were driving.
Maybe
Well,
she
there was
just
one, but
tired.
not that one.
Hi, little girl. Nice to see you. How are you?
This because it's cold. It's hot outside.
Changing
we want
the
to be cold.
subject.
My fault. I said stay away from downstairs.
No, I'm glad she showed up.
She-
I'm really glad she showed up. It's nice to meet her.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Are you gonna go get changed, Jamie?
Huh?
Okay.
I'm gonna wear this.
Okay. All right. At least I remember.
It was like around the same time as the other one.
Okay. I was like 17.
It was a long time ago.
This is the air conditioned. Like we had to make sacrifices to stay.
No,
we didn't want to be.
good stuff.
We didn't want to be showing up just hot, sweaty. Can I help you? What is going on over there?
That was the other option, was everybody just going to take their shirts and shorts off and just sit out there in the sauna.
Yeah, we thought about that. All right. Anything more to? I mean, this might be a shorter garage night 'cause we do have to get out of here. And we've got loudness starting to go. Do you want to do it? You got a quick? I don't know if I'll have enough for softball's hard talk for a summer series. I've already got about 6 episodes. Do you have any softball? Let's do a mini one. Want to do a mini one real quick?
Just tack it on the end of this one.
Well, we don't have much time.
All right.
Sorry. Just a second. Hold on.
When are you done working?
Grinding away right now.
Edit this part out.
I'm gonna have to.
So much work.
Come on,
Hey,
upstairs.
are you the backpack kid? Okay, go upstairs, please. Oh,
Go upstairs for a little.
I need some of that energy. That's what I need in my
can't
life.
yell right now. Usually yelling. Can't yell. We don't have much.
That is a grip.
See, this
Send in the dogs.
The disciplinarian back here. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey,
You guys are recording.
hey, hold on.
They need to
I didn't know your daughter's name was Jacqueline. I kept thinking you were talking about Jacqueline Morgley this whole time, and I don't even know her. I don't even know.
that she would just walk in.
I don't know. I was like, oh, he must be really good friends with her or something.
Yeah,
He-
just walk in. Hi guys.
She's just always
She
there.
talks like a
I
5-year-old.
didn't put it together.
It is Jacqueline Morley,
I
actually.
did not put it together. That's the only Jacqueline I know.
So, but what before all this? Softball. Okay, when did you get started?
It was right after Lambo quit because I took his ski-in jersey, so I got like -0
Are
on
you
the
saying
back.
Lambo as in
Shit happened.
Kyle
Lambertus.
Lambertus?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's so I had a high. Yeah, I had
Sometimes
to
shit
keep it up.
happens, and Jared was there to replace him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Okay.
So
And
what I started I think outfield-ish and could run around a little bit, but I don't know. I enjoyed playing catcher probably more towards the end.
He is the only person that I have ever played softball with that has 2 gloves.
He's
A
ambidextrous.
right and a left
Kyle
glove.
or Skelley?
Skelley.
Yeah.
Because if he's playing outfield, he wears a glove and throws, and then if he plays infield, he switches gloves and throws the opposite hand.
So I tore anyway. Yeah, I'm mostly left-handed, but my dad didn't play baseball, didn't know anything, so he got me a little kid's mitt. So I started playing right-handed.
Oh.
I tore my shoulder in wrestling, and then started throwing left-handed one year. So I have 2 mitts. I can kind of sort of throw both, but like Craig will say, neither one of them are good.
Really,
So,
he just wanted to be Michael Vick.
I didn't say that, but I will agree.
Can I if he gets last place at some point, can I offer a team name
it's happened.
for Jared?
Is it going to be not Lambo?
No, it's gonna be the
Shit happens.
yeah. I was
Picture
yeah
of his
the,
tattoo.
I was gonna say that the not Kyle Lambertus
There it is. Although we can
or
cut.
the new Kyle Lambertus.
Oh.
And you have to go get that tattoo somewhere.
That ever enters the bylaws, I will do everything in my power never to enter last.
It can be anywhere on your
That's a
body,
legit
though.
tattoo.
It doesn't have to be on the chest, but it has to be block letters filled in.
That's crazy. When I saw that tattoo, I thought to myself, "That's awesome," but I would never do it. But yes, only Kyle would be the one that would do that. That's crazy. All right. So then, what's your jersey number?
I was 13.
You don't play anymore.
No, I got pretty busy, and they're still pretty competitive, probably. So yeah.
You don't.
I'd come and catch and stuff, but I don't know.
Did you ever?
They know the kids.
So
and
Sean
everything.
was all about like, dude. I recorded with Sean. We're gonna hear this one yesterday, but we brought in one of his beer tenders. Her name is Alex, and it's her first year. And you'll listen to this thing. She was like, yeah, sometimes I play right field. He's like, okay, so here, this is what you got to do. And he just stood there for 5 minutes.
Coach Sean.
And yeah, he was the most intense coach. This is her first year.
Sean's 110%.
Oh, Sean.
It's the best and worst thing about Sean, and I love him, but yeah.
Just like how I said, 18 ruined everything. In my subject line, intense coach Sean. That dude was this, and you're reaching? I hear you're reaching. So what you got to do is you want to choke up. Like, dude, let this girl live for a moment. She's just playing for the first time of her life.
When Sean started playing softball, he loved it, and then it was just 150% forward on softball. Because he didn't start playing with us when we first started playing.
And I'm sure he probably brought up in your talk with him that he never played baseball. He never did anything before softball.
I think you mentioned that before. Yeah.
So I mean, it was a big deal that it was like, you know, he was learning everything that
All at once
Some
for
people,
the first time.
Some people would have played baseball. Most of us played baseball before we played softball.
Yeah.
Because he came and hung out with us for 1 year. Because
He
he knew
kept
about
score.
poker, and he came and hung out, and then
Yeah.
he wanted to play.
Wow.
Yeah, but he started his other team before he played with us, right?
No, he started like a year after
Okay.
that Tomahawks team.
That's right.
So sorry, I didn't want to get derailed there.
No.
But when you did play,
Mhm.
what was your favorite position to play? Was it catcher?
I like playing outfield, but once we started playing in like tournaments, that I was like, oh crap, this is gonna suck if I really screw this up. And I had too many of those thoughts. Then catcher was fun because I couldn't screw it up too bad. And if I ran down the first like a dork,
He backed up first
I would
base a
I would
lot.
back
I
up
will
first
give him
every
that.
play, like some I don't know. Yeah. So
just
it helps
Mike
sometimes.
Piazza out
Yeah.
there?
So like Jokela's arm, it's great, but every once in a while or Pierce or whoever, Garrett, ball gets by first base.
Doesn't get
maybe
by. Doesn't get
maybe
by first
it's
base
over
very
Corey's
much.
head or something.
That
The guy
doesn't
doesn't get extra
happen.
base. So I do that and try to make up for it in effort.
I
over
honestly
skill.
think, Jared, more so than backing up first base, which was a plus,
Yeah.
in his mind, he tried to race the runner to first base every time.
GD Wright. They'd piss the guy off so bad if I beat him down there because his teammates would see it. But I probably couldn't do that anymore. I could beat Lee to first.
It would
guaranteed.
be hilarious if this was like a
Lee's talking. Never mind.
Oh, I heard it.
Did you? Okay.
I heard all of it.
a reenactment where you're just like, you know what, I'll play one game, and then that first one you just get going, it's slow mo, you start digging, and then
That's when
groin gone.
Yeah. The last year I played, I felt like my feet were in cement in the outfield, and it was like this is bad.
Do you want in? We'll have the first annual full buddy race off with me, you, and Lee.
I might not win, but
Lee
I'm not
thinks-
coming last.
Lee thinks he can beat us.
Well, no, at his party, I got a
I have
little
to
bit of
get-
respect from Lee. Lee's like, I can beat it. I could beat just about anybody here, probably except for Skelley. And I'm like, I'm not even that fast, but thanks. I don't know. I
You
don't
have
know
tennis
what it
shoes
is.
on?
Socks and sandals.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know.
Now I know, but you play first base?
Now I do, yeah.
And now I know why everyone wanted Mike Blowers.
Mike Flowers was going to play third.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
really?
think an actual MLB guy's going to come in and be like, I can just play catcher or first base?
Why wouldn't he?
I was gonna say I would go the other way.
You're a professional.
What
Go
a
play
funny
position.
thing is if you put an MLB player out like in like right center.
Well, I mean, if he's an outfielder, yeah.
No, but you would MLB player, you wouldn't put him on shortstop or third base, get the arm going. Probably has a good arm.
I put him in left center.
Yeah, we need some legs.
Yeah, you go hide him.
I see.
You
and
hide
play,
him for as
and
long
then play a
as you can.
three-man outfield with him.
Yeah, 100%. Throw him in center. That's why I don't play outfield anymore. I can't run. I used to love outfield. Robbing home runs, diving.
You're working really hard for like one more minute of recording.
I
over
just
there.
wanted to make sure it wasn't totally noticeable that the mic is falling.
It sounded like we like underwater, like someone just banging on a ship.
Well, you know, I was trying to fix it. Be quiet.
That's okay. We're gonna record again though, coming up soon. Jared, you're more than welcome to come anytime.
That's what Patreon gets you at every recording I want to come to.
Well, if you go to so here's the thing. I gotta shout out. Thank you
And
for that.
free Mazatlan.
I gotta shout out my Patreons real quick.
Where's the board at? Did
Yeah.
you bring it in?
Did you bring the board inside?
What are you guys talking about? All right, so we got the newest ones. I'm going to go with the newest ones first this time. Homer Robertson. Jared bumped himself up, so he actually kind of it looks like you're a newer one, but you bumped yourself up to 10. Shekinah Sarver, Anana Aber. Ira Potter went to $50 a month. So Ira is going to get he gets all of the
Massages.
all of them from me.
From you.
Full buddy massage.
Full Travis massage.
But yeah, $50. What does it get you? That gets you 2 episodes a year where you can be on a guest on any one that you want, and then you can also get a beer bought by me each month at Cole Street or Bordeaux Wine Bar, and then a T-shirt. And anytime we get a new T-shirt, all that. So
Can I have a T-shirt?
yeah, I gave
I
you a
paid for one.
T-shirt. I
No.
gave you a T-shirt.
I would have wore it for
You
you.
didn't give me a t-shirt to give to him?
You didn't.
Amanda Keating, Cassie Spencer, Desi B, Seth Loop, love him, long time. Casey Scott, Adam Kenny, Eric Madrid, Holly Graff, Kellen Hall. Shout out to Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Eric Madrid, Adam, and Casey, because these guys and Seth, These guys are the OGs, though. These guys were the first ones to stick their necks out there and be like, you know what? I know this is really stupid, but I'm going to pay for it anyways.
Everybody on that list got T-shirts.
I saw Kellen the other night. I hadn't seen him for a while.
Patreon.
It was nice to meet up with him.
Good, yeah. Shout out. You want to? Let's do shout outs.
I'll shout out Kellen. Went over and talked to him a little bit.
Where were you guys at?
We were leaving Tuesday after Sean had to close, and we were going to go by Bordeaux, and he was over at Bordeaux.
Nice. Oh, yeah, it's because it's his cousin's spot, Kim.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
But, so I talked to him for a little bit. I hadn't seen him for a while. It was good kind of catching up, at least for the little bit we did.
Nice. Jared, you got a shout out?
I'll shout out Lee, who's not going to hear this, but
Yeah, it's good.
that was hysterical. The
Having him on?
Yeah, I listened to it at like 5:45 this morning, and it was great. I was awake for work. It was great. That was fabulous. Lee does a great job. Too bad he's never going to come back.
Oh, he'll be back.
He will be when the name changes.
He's going to get the itch.
Bullshitting with Craig and Corey.
That was so good. Oh. I was just going to sit here and not talk. Be like, I'm not Lee. I'm not quick.
Yeah. Good. That's good.
I will shout out my coworkers in the produce department because our topic came up and was a thing about showering in the department. So we were talking about it because Aston Kutcher came out.
I was going to mention that, but yes.
So it was a topic talked about, and it was 50-50 on whether you touch your legs or not, which I was surprised that some people still do it. But hey, to each their own.
Yeah. You just,
like every fourth time you got to touch your legs.
I can't even touch my knees, just if I wanted to.
Just throw some water down there.
That's why when I was a kid, I thought, how come they didn't do the shampoo called head and shoulders, knees and toes? And I realized it's for the old people that can just only wash their head and their shoulders. Shout out. That's a good shout out. Hopefully one day someone will come up to you and so you can shout them out as well.
Yeah, it still hasn't
happened yet.
Nope.
Go to Safeway, go find Corey, and then please tell him you listen so that he can shout you out. I also want to shout out. I had one and then it went away. It was a Patreon, and then I don't know why it went away.
Did the person went away, or went away your thoughts?
No, I know who it was. Yeah, Homer Robertson jumped on. He said, "Keep making funny podcasts and funny episodes. Keep making funny shows." He said so. Hopefully, this one was funny. When you said that, this one isn't this funny,
Nah.
but the Lee one was. And so hey, we did it. We did it. Our one a month. That's funny. And then
It's a good hit rate, 50%.
That's good. Yeah. So
And then Jared showed up. That's not what I was saying. That's what he was saying.
all right, we're
I
late.
said it'd come before I heard Lee's, and I was like, crap.
We're late for our Full Buddy Friday.
We're
But
late. We're late
gotta
for a
get
very
going.
important date.
we got to get out of here. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week.
We'll
great
see
weekend.
you. We'll see you in a little bit.
See you in a bit. A week ago.